Welcome to the Business of Style podcast with me, your host, Louisa Gabriel. I'm a personal stylist and image strategist who grew a successful six-figure business, and now I'm educating and empowering other personal stylists and image professionals just like you to do the same. So please keep listening to hear the lessons I've learned and the strategies I've used along the way that are guaranteed to take your personal styling career from side hustle to six figures too. Welcome to the Business of Style podcast. I'm so glad that you are joining me today because I've got something really, really important that we need to talk about. It's something that is becoming so important across businesses, regardless of what industry they are. And it's definitely something that you need to know because it is impacting personal stylists and image consultants too. What we're going to be talking about is how to get ChatGPT and other AI tools to recognize you and your business and actually mention you when people ask questions about personal stylists, about color analysis, about how to find the perfect style. If you've ever typed something into Chat GPT, like who are the top online styling schools, or how can I find a personal stylist in London, you might have noticed that some businesses are mentioned by name, but most aren't. And that's the key. Being recognizable to AI is becoming as important as being visible on Google. So today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that in simple, doable steps that don't require any coding knowledge, any SEO software, or any real advanced tech knowledge. So all you need is clarity, consistency, and some smart business visibility moves. So let's dive into it. So let's talk about why this matters for personal stylists and image consultants. Well, when people used to look for a stylist, they typically would have gone to Google, and some people still do, but they jump on Google and type in personal stylist near me or how to find my perfect style. But now, because of the advance in AI and technology, more people are actually turning to AI tools, and they're going to tools like ChatGPT or Google's AI overviews that we're now seeing, or even sometimes going to Alexa or Siri and asking specific questions in a natural kind of conversation way. So they're asking ChatGPT, who can help me figure out my body shape? How do I figure out my body shape? Who are the top personal stylists in the US or in New York? And AI doesn't just give a list of websites like traditional Google searches used to do. It actually gives them answers to the questions. And within those answers, it's going to mention a few specific businesses or specific experts that provides them with the answer to their question. So if your name or business isn't being picked up, you're missing a big opportunity for new clients to discover you. And especially as AI is becoming part of normal life now for people, it's becoming part of our routine when it comes to searching and trying to find information. The good news is this isn't random, and AI tools actually learn from what they're seeing online. So if you can make sure that your business is visible, it's clear, and it's consistent across different platforms, then AI will start to recognize you and your business as real, and you'll become a credible professional in the styling space. So, how does AI actually recognize businesses? I want to demystify this for a second about how it is actually done and how AI tools actually know who you are. AI doesn't see your business like a human does. It builds its knowledge from pulling parts from the content that is already available online. So things like what's written on your website, what might be said in articles or blogs that have been written about you or that you've written, what's listed in your social media profiles, what's in your Google business listing if you have one, or any other business type listings, and how often your name is appearing online in connection with topics like personal stylist or image consultant or color analysis or how to find a person's body shape, all those keywords that people are looking for. How often does your name appear in some kind of content that is connected to it? So, the more places your name and business appears online in a professional and consistent way, the more confident AI becomes in recognizing you as part of the styling industry and knowing that you are a personal stylist and that you have the skills and expertise to be able to answer people's questions on body shape analysis or finding their personal style. So, I want you to think of it like digital reputation building. The clearer your online footprint is, the easier it is for AI to include you in its responses. So, let's get practical now. I'm going to give you 5 simple, actionable steps that any personal stylist can take to get noticed by AI and to strengthen your online visibility overall. So, the first step, step one, be crystal clear about who you are and what you do. Now, if you've taken my personal stylist program and part of that is right in your mission statement, you already know about how important it is to have that clear statement about who you are and what you do, and also who you do it for. And this becomes very important, not just about a mission statement for your business, but to help you get recognized by AI. It sounds simple, right? But you'd be surprised how often stylists actually skip this part. So I want you to go to your website once you're done listening, obviously, to this episode and check. Does it clearly say on your website the following information? Your full name, the name of your business, what type of styling you do, who you actually help, and where you are based. Even if you are working virtually, does it also include where you're based? So, for example, on your website, there should be something like this. Hi, I'm Sarah James, a certified personal stylist based in Manchester. I help women in their 40s rediscover their confidence through color, fit, and personal style. That's a mission statement, but it's also crystal clear information for ChatGPT and its other AI friends to actually understand what it is that you do, who you are, and where you are. Okay. It's the kind of statement that helps both people come into your website, and when AI is looking to pull information, it gives them both a very clear picture of who you are. So, make sure that the same description or a version of it appears in your Instagram bio, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn profile, and anywhere else that you are visible. Consistency is going to be key here when it comes to AI. The goal is for us to make it easy for AI to connect all those little dots that are spread all around, the dots on your website, the dots on your social media, and AI to understand that this is the same stylist. Okay. Across all those different platforms where you are active, where you post content, you want to make that consistent statement. So that's step one, a simple step that you could do today. Okay. Step Two, use simple, searchable phrases. Now, AI tools rely heavily on keywords. And if you've listened to previous episodes, I have talked about search engine optimization and talked about keywords. I'm sure this is something that you are familiar with now. But AI relies heavily on these keywords in the same way that people do when they're searching. It's all the same keywords. So if you describe yourself as, say, a style coach on one page and a wardrobe consultant on another page, and then on something else, you're a personal stylist, AI might not realize those all mean the same person, that it means you. So, you want to pick 2 to 3 key phrases that you want to be known for and use them consistently. So, for example, personal stylist, certified personal stylist, certified virtual stylist. You want to make sure that it is all very consistent across all platforms. So don't be referring to yourself as a personal stylist and then in one place and then style coach somewhere else. Stick to one so AI can actually make that connection and realize that, it's about you, and use them naturally in your website copy, your Instagram captions, your blog posts. It's not about stuffing them kind of in everywhere. It's about helping both people and AI understand what you actually specialize in. Then step 3 is create content that answers client questions. Now, this is a powerful one because AI tools pull their knowledge from helpful educational content online. So when you see people posting on Instagram saying, "Oh, don't waste your time posting educational content, people don't want it." Well, that's kind of wrong because number one, people do actually want it, and AI definitely wants it. So make sure you are including educational content for sure. When you post articles, blog posts, or even your Instagram captions that answer a real client question, you are actually increasing the chances that AI is going to learn from your content and associate your name with those topics. So think about what your clients often ask. How do I find my body shape? What colors suit me best? What should I wear to look more professional? You can create simple blog posts, short videos, or even social media carousels and reels that answer those questions clearly. That is going to build your authority online, and AI is going to start recognizing you as a trusted source for style advice. So ignore the people that say don't post educational content. Make it educational and start answering those questions so AI knows you are an expert on the topic. And step 4, get mentioned on other websites. So you don't need to be famous to make this work. All you need is just a few credible mentions online. So try these ideas. Write a guest post or a short article for a fashion or lifestyle blog. Collaborate with local boutiques or photographers and ask them to link your website when they share your work. Getting that link is very important. You can look at, are there any professional directories or associations for stylists that your profile can actually be added to? At the Style Academy International, we have our student success stories page, and that actually has our former students, their website information, what they've done since they've graduated. It links to their website. This gives them a really credible mention that AI is going to pick up on when it's doing a search. So each time your name and your business appear on another website, It's going to help AI understand that you are a real professional and you are a legitimate business. So look for those opportunities to get those mentions. And it's something you can do yourself. And then step 5, make sure your information matches everywhere. So this one is simple, but often overlooked. Make sure your business name, your website link, and contact details are exactly the same across all platforms. You want to look at your Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, your Google business profile, and many others, TikTok. There's just so many places where you might have your business name being mentioned with a website link. Go and double check that it matches and it is consistent across all these different platforms. Even small inconsistencies can make AI treat them as two different entities. So pick one format and stick with it everywhere. That's what helps AI confidently connect your online presence and say, this is one person, a professional stylist who's established and credible. So, those are the 5 steps, 5 things that you can do, and you can get them done today pretty quickly. That's going to start helping AI recognize your business. But I've got some bonus tips for you now. And it's about building a trustworthy online presence. So now that you've got those 5 main steps, let's talk about these few bonus actions that can make a big difference over time. So encourage reviews. If you have happy clients, ask them to leave reviews on Google or Facebook. They help humans see if they want to work with you, see what kind of service you offer, but it also lets AI see that you are active in the field of styling and that your business is up and running and that you are a trusted business. So those reviews are definitely important. And I know that asking for a review can feel uncomfortable sometimes. We often worry, are they going to leave something negative? But if the client has sent you an email just saying, thank you so much, this was absolutely amazing, then reply back to them and say, oh, I'm so glad that it really helped you and you enjoyed your color analysis. Would you mind taking 1 minute to leave me a review and give them the link to your Google? People are happy. Trust me, they will take that time to actually leave a review. So don't be scared to ask for them. Is very important to make sure that AI knows you are trustworthy and potential clients know you're trustworthy too. Okay. The second thing is to keep your social media active. Now, you don't have to post every day, but just kind of show some signs of life. I know that it can become overwhelming and it can become a full time job in social media. AI is going to be looking at social media. So you want to keep it active and just put a few thoughtful posts a week that showcase your expertise, that show client transformation or styling tips. This can definitely go a long way. And keep in your mind those questions that people often ask you as a stylist. Oh, how do I figure out what my color season is? What should I wear if I'm an apple body shape? All those kind of things. Start answering those questions in the post that you do. And then third, add your name to images and captions. So when you post before and afters or outfit inspiration, make sure that you're including your name or your business name in the caption. It helps with recognition and make sure that your content is traceable to you. We want AI to be recognizing all the images that it sees, tying those images to our business. All right, so those were just some bonus tips. So, what does this look like in practice. So let me give you a real world example of how this works. Okay. One of our graduates at the Style Academy International launched her styling business last year. And at first, she just had an Instagram page with a few photographs. So through coaching, I helped her to create a simple website where she clearly describes her services. She added a blog to it. And in that blog, she started to answer the common styling questions and she set up a Google business profile. She then started collaborating with a local boutique where she lives, and they actually mentioned her in their own blog that they wrote. So she already started to build that connection and get started working on those important links and mentions. Within a few months, when people search for personal stylist in Brisbane, which is where she resides, she started appearing higher in results. And she even got mentioned by name in an AI powered local search summary. So when somebody went and was looking for personal stylists in Brisbane, AI mentioned her. She didn't do anything complicated. There was no coding, there was no SEO expert. There was just clear, consistent online visibility that she worked on and started building. And that's all it takes. That's exactly what we've been talking about today. The simple steps that will get you recognized by ChatGPT and other AI summaries and searches. So, I'm going to give you a plan of action for this week as we wrap things up. Okay. 3 things that you can do this week to start making progress on this. And it's not going to take you a lot of time, very simple steps. First thing I want you to do is update your website and your social bios so that they clearly describe who you are, what you do, and where you work. Second thing I want you to do is write one helpful piece of content. So it can be a short post on social media or a video that answers a client question, or it could be a blog post that you write, but one helpful piece of content that is answering a client question. And then the third thing that you can do is check your details across all platforms that you use. Make sure your business name, your website, and your description match everywhere that you have them posted. And that's it. 3 simple steps. And you know what? You are going to be already ahead of so many other stylists, and you're going to start getting recognized by AI searches quicker than others. So, AI really isn't something to be afraid of. I know it can seem scary because we don't understand a lot about how it works, but it isn't something we should be afraid of. It is a tool that is changing how clients find professionals like us. And the stylists who are taking the time now to build clear, consistent, and authentic online visibility are the ones who will stand out, not just in search engines, but also in the eyes of potential clients everywhere. So start small, stay consistent, and think of your online presence as your digital kind of shop window. The clearer and more inviting it is, the easier it is for both people and AI to recognize you. So that's today's episode. If you found this helpful, please follow the podcast. And if you don't mind, leave a quick review. It really helps us reach other stylists and help them too. And of course, if you'd like more guidance on building your styling business or you're looking for styling training, then be sure to visit us at www.styleacademyintl.com. And until next time, stay stylish, stay visible, and keep building the business of style. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Business of Style podcast, then don't forget to hit subscribe so you'll be notified when a new episode is available. And of course, if you're looking for additional training and resources to help you in your career as a personal stylist, then be sure to visit my website, styleacademyintl.com.